The stage had been set for a victory party, but sooner than anyone expected, Kamala Harris here to acknowledge a defeat so colossal there could be no question.
While I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fueled this campaign.
Many in this crowd had been here the previous evening. They'd hoped to see America's first female president. Harris offered her supporters reassurance and urged resilience.
Do not despair. This is not a time to throw up our hands. This is a time to roll up our sleeves.
She'd earlier phoned President Trump to congratulate him. She promised the transfer of power would be peaceful this time round.
A fundamental principle of American democracy is that when we lose an election, we accept the results.
Kamala Harris struck an optimistic tone, but there's no escaping the completeness of this defeat. And now the soul-searching. Could they have done anything differently? And what next for her and the Democratic Party?
Much of the ire is focused on President Biden. Did he cling to power too long, giving Harris too much to do in too short a time?
I genuinely do think so, because she had the shortest campaign in history. I think that he should have stepped down a little bit sooner and allowed her to really flourish and build her campaign a lot earlier.
Do you think she might have been too loyal to President Biden?
People are going to have critiques no matter what. Had she been more aligned, they would have critiqued. If she was completely on the other side of that, they would have critiqued. My gut says that racism and sexism, the rooting of fascism and authoritarianism in this country is very real.
What do you think went wrong?
Too much. Part of it is that our country is just not ready for a woman. Unfortunately, there's also this segment of America who just wants the old white guy.
Women who are part of the same sorority as Harris were grieving what could have been.
We had expectations that women would stand up for themselves and our reproductive rights, and they didn't do it. And I guess that's the end of the story.
I think it shows that we're in a very hateful state right now, and people just need to wake up and smell the roses.
This American dream is over for Kamala Harris. Another woman tried and failed, beaten by Donald Trump. Not just a rejection of her, but of the Democratic Party. And if they're to win back their base, major rebuilding and rebranding is needed. Martha Kelner, Sky News, Washington, DC.